beloved pastor.
I committed adultery. It was nearly 20 years ago. It continued far too long.
65-year-old Reverend John Lowe, who has been married to his wife Debbie for 45 years, poured out his heart to his congregation in Warsaw, Indiana during Sunday services, but it didn't quite go as he hoped.
I sinned. I need to say that, and you deserve to hear it.
Churchgoers rewarded him with a standing ovation, but things soon took a darker turn. A woman named Bobby Gephardt joined him on the altar and said she was the woman involved, and the preacher was not telling the whole story.
I was just 16 when you took my virginity on your office floor. Do you remember that? I know you do. You did things to my teenage body that had never and should have never been done.
She said she had been traumatized for 20 years by her experience at his hands. Then the woman's husband, Nate, joined in and held up some jewelry.
This was Bobby's covenant of purity ring, which she wore while this man had sex with her, and she felt ashamed all these years.
As she stormed out of the church, members of the congregation embraced her and shouted angrily at their pastor.
If you did it, you need to admit it. 100%.
The pastor had to face the congregants and beg for their forgiveness once again.
I ask you to forgive me, and that's all I can do.
Abby Plummer is the preacher's former daughter-in-law. She also knows the victim well.
It's sad all the way around. I felt for Bobby. I admire her and Nate for doing that. But the only reason the truth came out was because Bobby and her husband had the courage to walk up there and tell the truth.
Brianne Boswell, a reporter for Wayne 15 in Fort Wayne, says people have been suspicious of the preacher for years.
We spoke with a lot of community members on the street today in downtown Warsaw. They honestly say that they aren't shocked by this information. They say that John Lowe always seemed as though he was too good to be true. There's always speculation that there was something more happening behind closed doors.
The lies and the manipulation have to stop.